Jannok, the beginning. My vision blurred as the Imperial shuttle rumbled through hyperspace, its cold metal walls pressing in around me. My leg throbbed fiercely, a searing reminder of my failed raid on the Imperial outpost, near Anchorhead. Two of my comrades, warriors I'd called brothers, lay dead in the sands of Tatooine, their sacrifice heavy upon my soul. And here I was, Jannok the Wookiee, shackled and sentenced to the nightmare of the Kessel spice mines. A bitter growl escaped my throat. I knew the horrors awaiting me there. I'd been stolen as a youngling by Trandoshan slavers, sold into Kessel's dark embrace. The thought of returning filled me with dread, but beneath it simmered rage and determination. I would not be enslaved again. The shuttle jolted as it exited hyperspace, and through the viewport, I glimpsed Kessel, a bleak rock hanging desolately against the blackness of space, its infamous spice mines sprawling beneath an atmosphere choked by dust storms. As we descended, the other prisoners stirred anxiously. Humans, Rhodians, a Twi'lek. They all knew the doom awaiting them. We touched down roughly, the landing gear hissing in protest. A moment later, stormtroopers entered, barking orders, herding us into the dusty, choking air of Kessel. I limped heavily, chains clanking with each step. The facility loomed ahead, rusted, grim, a testament to Imperial cruelty. Days blended into an endless cycle of labor, pain, and exhaustion. Each shift drained my strength, but my mind burned brighter each day, plotting escape. Rumors circulated about the Dark Star Hellions, Given Tobo's notorious swoop gang. I clung to the hope they'd learned of my fate, and were planning a daring rescue. They wouldn't abandon one of their own. One bleak evening, as the miners huddled around small cooking fires in the cell block, an explosion rocked the compound. Screams and shouts filled the air as sirens blared. I leaped to my feet, a heart hammering. Through the chaos, I recognized the unmistakable roar of swoop bikes. Blasters lit up the night as Given Toba and his gang stormed the mines, their bikes slicing through Imperial ranks. Given's massive frame stood atop his bike, twin blasters blazing defiantly. "Jannok," Given roared over the din. "Get moving." Adrenaline surged through me, overpowering pain and exhaustion. I seized the chains binding my wrists, muscles bulging as I wrenched them apart with a defiant roar. Prisoners rallied around me, desperation turning to fierce rebellion as we surged toward freedom. Stormtroopers fell back, overwhelmed by our combined ferocity. Explosions tore through guard towers and transports as the Hellions' precision strikes decimated Imperial defenses. Given reached me, his eyes bright beneath his visor.
"Thought you might need a lift,"
he joked, tossing me a heavy blaster. "You're late," I growled back, firing into the advancing Imperial ranks. We fought through the chaos, cutting a swath to freedom. The remaining prisoners rallied, fueled by newfound hope. Minutes later, I swung onto Given's swoop bike, gripping the handlebars as we shot away from Kessel, a trail of fire marking our escape. The rendezvous was a secluded asteroid outpost. Given gripped my shoulder firmly, his voice low and sincere.
"We heard about your capture. Took longer than we'd hoped, but we weren't leaving you."
"I knew you'd come," I replied, gratitude thickening my voice. "But the Imperials, they know about your bikes at Anchorhead. They suspect you're aiding the rebels." Given's expression hardened.
"Then it's time to prove them right."
Over the following weeks, we orchestrated a series of daring raids, striking Imperial convoys and liberating captives. Our reputation grew, drawing new allies eager to defy the Empire's oppressive grip. Word spread quickly. The Hellions were fighting back, and at their heart stood a resilient Wookiee named Jannok, defiant symbol of freedom. Finally, news arrived of an Imperial outpost near Mos Eisley, heavily fortified, but holding critical intelligence. This would be our boldest strike yet. We planned meticulously, knowing it was time to deliver a decisive blow against the Empire. Under cover of darkness, we attacked. Blasters flashed, explosions lit the night sky, and stormtroopers scattered before our determined assault. In the heat of battle, I faced Captain Oha once again, hatred clear in his eyes as we clashed fiercely. My fury gave me strength, and with one final roar, I struck him down, avenging my fallen comrades. With the base secured, we liberated prisoners and seized critical data, detailing Imperial operations across the sector. Our victory sent ripples through the galaxy, inspiring resistance on countless worlds. As dawn broke over the smoldering remains of the outpost, I stood atop the rubble, Given at my side. We had suffered losses, but our resolve was stronger than ever.
This is just the beginning,
Given said, surveying the horizon. I nodded solemnly, feeling hope surge within me. The Empire will know our name. They will fear the Dark Star Hellions, and they will fear Jannok. Our rebellion had only just begun.